now I need another blank file, so I'm going to go File, New, and Create Blank Document, File, and Save As. And this file I'm going to call SK Favorites. Click OK. And then with that file open, I'm going to come up here to the Resource Manager, click on the Settings, and then I'm going to Add Selected File to Favorites. So I will click OK. And then notice up here in the Resource Manager that under Favorites right here, I now have an SK Favorites. And so here's that drop-down menu in case that's closed. So you can see that Favorites file. And essentially what Favorites does for you is that instead of having to open up this specific Vectorworks file in order to access anything that lives in the Resource Manager for this file, I can now just access it through the Resource Manager. So that'll save me sort of the time and the confusion of having multiple files open at once. So let's go ahead. One of the things that you might want to add to your Favorites file would be some plant styles. So let's come over here. I'm going to open up another lesson for that so that I can import some of the plant styles that I've already used. So I'm going to come up here to the Resource Manager, and for that lesson that I've already done, I'm going to select all of these plants and then just click and drag these over to SK Favorites. Let's verify that they made it over here into SK Favorites. So it looks like those plants have been imported over here into my SK Favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and close out that original lesson. And then notice in the drawing area for SK Favorites, I don't have anything. So I have one design layer and there's not a single plant in this file. So it's the fact that those plants live up here in the Resource Manager, which gives me access to them. So I'll go ahead, I will save that file. I'm going to close out of it, and then I'm going to open up a brand new file. So to use resources from our Favorites file, all we would do is with our current file that we're working in active, come up here to the Resource Manager, and then under this Favorites sections, you can see that that SK Favorites is now included there. So I'll click on that. And then I can just click and drag the plant that I'd like to include, click OK there. And so now that tree from my Favorites file has easily been added to my current file. The different file structures as well as the resources that we've covered in this lesson are a great start to get your template started as well as your Favorites file, but new resources can be added to your Favorites file at any point, and you can also update that template whenever you'd like as well.